Hello people of the internet. So you're either here because you want to write quickly for an exam or you genuinely just want to write faster. So I've got like 3 things that might help you to write a bit faster. So let's get to the video. You may be wondering, is the purpose of this video just to flex on my stationery collection? No. This video is not sponsored by anyone, and the only benefit I have is just helping you guys. But there are a lot of pens in this world, and the choice entirely depends on you. However, if you want to look for a pen, I think the best type of pen in my opinion would be a ballpoint pen. Other websites said that it could be ballpoint, gel, rollable, fountain, but you can choose whichever. So I'm going to recommend you 2 pens. One is a gel pen and the other is a ballpoint pen. First up, we've got is a ballpoint pen. This is called the Bic Crystal Soft, and although the ink is pretty slippy, the pen actually helps you to keep up with your writing speed, which is a pretty cool thing. I've been using this for a few months now, and I have to say, this pen is actually quite smooth, and it helped me to write a bit more faster than before, because usually my other pens felt like they were quite a drag to me and they didn't really help me to keep up with the writing speed that I wanted. The good thing about the soft pens is that they are 35% more smoother compared to the original. The original is also a legendary pen as well. But the really cool thing about these pens is that they're not damn expensive. So if you're on a budget, you're in luck. Because the Bic Crystal Soft is £4.92 for a pack of 10 on Amazon, whilst the Bic Crystal Originals are £2.85 for a pack of 10. So yeah, they are pretty cheap, especially if you just want to get like one because they're like 40 something p. Yeah, this is just like the British currency, so I'm gonna like leave you to convert that to your own currency wherever you live. However, the big disadvantage with ballpoint pens, such as the Bic Crystal Soft, is that yes, it's pretty inky, and yes, you're gonna get like hand smudges, especially if you're left-handed. But if you're like me and you want to risk it, then go for it. If not, then I actually need to find some pens that are suitable for left-handed people, but that will be in a future video. And if you're looking for a gel pen, the Pentel Energel pens are a pretty good place to start. Not only that the ink is pretty smooth to write with, but it also dries fast, so it's useful for left-handed people as well as right-handed people. The downside to this pen is that it's a bit expensive, it's like £3 each. I think you can get them in like a pack of 3 for £5 on Amazon. And the ink runs out pretty quickly, so that's a pretty bad downside. As opposed to the Bic Crystal pens, since they run out in like a few months. Another downside, which is generally directed to gel pens as opposed to the pen itself, is that depending on what country you're in, some countries don't allow you to use gel pens for external exams. For instance, my country, they don't really allow us to use gel pens and they just make us just write with ballpoint pens rather than gel pens. Don't really know why it's the case, but yeah, it would be good if I practiced with like a ballpoint pen rather than a gel pen for exams. You might see it differently. But for those lucky people who don't have to worry about what pen to use for their exam, but would rather keep their cute stationery, there is another possibility that you could use. This is pretty obvious, and there is no magical solution to write fast. Yes, you may have a faster pen, but it doesn't really help you as much. So your pen may be fast, but is your mind fast? Therefore, setting yourself a time limit on how many words per minute you want to do, like, 10 words per minute or something, might be quite helpful. Another cool thing is that you can use this alongside your revision. So if you do essay-based subjects or if you have an essay question, then you can just set a time limit for that question, and it's like a win-win because you're revising and you're also learning how to write fast. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Just remember, you won't get instant results by doing this once. You need to do this routinely so then you can master writing fast. And yes, it's going to be difficult, but just try your best. And it doesn't matter if your handwriting is going to be trash, as long as it's legible and you're able to read it, then you're good to go. Finally, I found this source from Effectivology on how your posture can improve on your writing speed. In other words, the source is just telling you to just sit straight and make sure that your knees are flexed to like 90 degrees. Make sure you avoid slouching, and then you look like you know what you're doing. I think this source is quite useful if you want to learn more about how to write fast, so I'm going to post this in the link down below, and I hope you enjoy reading that source. So now you know that there are 3 ways to write fast. You can use a combination of them or just like one of them if you like. Just make sure you practice, because that's the most important part. And yeah, the video's finished, so I'm gonna go. Whoa. Oh.